Ito po paghahanda sa pagbabalik ng ating Lord. Kailangan abutan tayong disciples, tayong lahat ng ating Lord. And that's what I told you, being a disciple is not an overnight. No, it's not overnight. It is a process of teaching about Christ or how to live like Christ. Proseso po yan. Hindi po bigla, proseso po. Because in the biblical aspects, a disciple means a learner and follower of Christ. Ikaw ay nag-aaral, natututo, at sumusunod sa ating Lord. Yun po ang disciples. Now, hence we will studying the 12 elements of being a real disciple of Christ. 12 subjects po. We're going to spend more or less 12 weeks to complete the discipling program of Christ. And how I wish lahat po tayo sana maka-attend po dito. Sa lahat ng subjects na ito, i-complete po natin to become a real disciple of Christ. Para maging disciple ng Lord. Now, what are they? Ano yung 12 na yan? Yung isa lang ang tatalakayin natin. Palagay ko ito ang pinakamatindi. John 14:3. If I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you to myself. Why? That where I am, kung saan ako nandun, there you may be also. Kung saan ako nandun, kayo rin dapat nandoon. Yun po ang isang disciples. Kung saan nandun yung master, kung saan nandun yung sinusundan natin, nandoon din po tayo. Now, the Lord Jesus Christ clearly said, ulitin ko ulit, where I am, there you may be also. Kung saan ako nandun, nandun din kayo. Now, I know the Lord Jesus Christ referred this to the heavenly place. Ang pinag-uusapan is spiritual. Since He was preparing a mansion for the disciples in that incident. Kasi sinabi niya, I will prepare a mansion. There are many mansions doon sa taas yung nasabi niya. And I believe, iba sabi hindi literal, sa akin po literal. May mansion po tayo padating sa taas po. But I also believe that even during His earthly ministry, when Jesus Christ said to the 12, follow me, sundan mo ako, they never stopped following Christ literally. Talaga sinusundan nila ang Lord. Disciples were always with Jesus Christ day and night. They were with Him during His preaching, like that Sermon on the Mount, o yung Beatitude, healing the blind man, healing the paralyzed man, ganyan din yung deaf and dumb, tsaka yung healing of leprous man, yung may ketong po, performing miracles by feeding 5,000 people, and raising the dead. The transfiguration in Matthew 17, nandun din sila po. In short, for 3.5 years, they never left each other. Magkasama sila pirme. And the 12 disciples followed Christ wherever He was. Kung saan nandun ang Lord, nandun sila. And in any situation, at kahit doon sa bagyo, na sa bangka, magkakasama pa rin po sila. As a matter of fact, even at the Last Supper, the 12 disciples were with Him. Kasama pa rin nila ang ating Lord. Now, even up to Gethsemane, kasama pa rin sila. Before He was captured, the 12 disciples were with Him. Kasama pa rin nila ang Lord itong 12 ito. Now, it seemed that their motto was, where I am, you are also there. Ibig sabihin, walang iwanan. Wala silang iwanan. However, in verse 47-26 ng Matthew, and while still speaking, behold, Judas, one of the 12, with a great multitude with swords and clubs, came from the chief priests and elders of the people. Yung clubs, yung pong parang pamalo po yung clubs na yon. Ibig sabihin, so the Lord Jesus Christ was captured at Gethsemane. Ito ang problem. 26:56. But all this was done that the scriptures of the prophets might be fulfilled. Then all the disciples forsook Him and fled. Nawala na po yung walang iwanan. Wala yung sinabi ng Lord, kung saan ako nandun din kayo. No, wala yung gano'n. All the 12 disciples forsook Him and fled away from Him when He was arrested. Why? Akala ko ba walang iwanan, Peter? Akala ba kung saan nandun ang Lord, nandun din kayo, Peter? Bakit nagkaganon, Peter? Yan ang tanong. Because their commitment to follow Christ was only up to Gethsemane. Hanggang dun lang namin ikaw sasamahan, Lord. Hanggang dun lang kami sa Gethsemane. And they would not follow up there, Gethsemane. Why? Because next to Gethsemane is the road to the cross. Yan ang ayaw na nila. They knew the meaning of the cross. It means suffering, humiliation, severe pain, sacrifice, and eventually, death ang ibig sabihin po. That's why yung pagiging disciple sila, hanggang dun lang sa Gethsemane lang sila. Dun lang, period na sila. However, kay Peter naman, he still followed Christ. Kaya lang, Mark 14:54. But Peter followed him at a distance. May distansya na. Dati magkadikit sila. Lumalakad magkadikit. Ngayon, ando na Lord, nandito siya sa malayo. May distance na ngayon. Now, right into the courtyard of the high priest, and he sat with the servants and warmed himself at the fire. So he still followed Christ, but with a distance. Why? It's because of the fear of the cross. Takot siya sa cross. In fact, in Matthew 26:69-74, and Peter sat outside of the courtyard, and the servant girl came to him saying, "You also with Jesus of Galilee." Kasama ka rin niya. Ano sabi niya ngayon? But he denied. He denied it before them and saying, "I do not know what you are saying." Next. And when he had gone out to the gateway, another girl saw him and said to those who were there, "This fellow also was with Jesus of Nazareth." Kasama rin yan. Ang sagot niya, he denied, once again, with an oath, "And I do not know the man." Kasama mo for 3.5 years. Ngayon, tinatanong ka, kasama mo, hindi ko kilala ang taong yan. Next, mas matindi. And a little later, those who stood by came up and said to Peter, "Surely you also are one of them, for your speech betrays you." Sumagot siya. Then he began to curse, sumumpa, and swear. Sumumpa, saying, "I do not know the man." And immediately, a roster crowd. Ano sabihin nun? Natakot siya. Umayaw na siya. Because of the fear of the cross. Ayaw nila ng cross. Especially during the time doon sa earthly ministry ng ating Lord, they avoid a cross o ayaw nila ng cross. Dahil alam nila, ibig sabihin ng cross. And that's a problem with many Christians nowadays. Kung tawagin ay Christians, but they only follow Christ when it comes to salvation, when it comes to healing, miracle, prosperity, love, joy, peace. Okay, sunod kami, Lord. In other words, you follow Christ up to Gethsemane only. Hanggang doon ka lang sa Gethsemane. But when it comes to the road to the cross, the level of our commitment changes. Bumababa na ang level ng commitment po natin. Ibig sabihin no, mga kapatid, yung ating level of commitment hanggang doon lang sa Gethsemane. Dahil ayaw na natin yung susunod na kabanata po. Kaya nangyayari, I will follow you, Lord, but only at a distance. May distansya. Kaya marami sumusunod sa Lord ngayon, may distansya. Reserve sila pagdating sa Lord. Napakaraming Christians ngayon reserve pagdating sa Lord. Hindi all out talaga sa Lord. Hindi bigay talaga yung buhay sa Lord. May reserve sila pagdating sa Lord, pagdating sa paglalinggo sa Lord. Sisimba? Oh yes, no problem. Nood ng GBS, no problem. Sa bahay lang ako, no problem. Pagdating sa ministry, pak! Ayaw na. Reserve na. Why? May cross yan. Aminin natin. To all of you who are serving God, may cross pagdating sa ministry. Ayaw natin. Ayaw natin, pagdating mga events, attend tayo. Minsan meron tayong mga team building, iba hindi uma-attend. Why? One day yan, o overnight yan. Wala na. Hindi na natin po. Reserve na po tayo. Fasting tayo once a month. Hindi pwede. Iiwan ko yung trabaho ko, hindi ubra. Out of 5,000, kung di ako nagkakamali, mahigit pa tayo rito po. Ilan lang nagpa-fasting? 700, 800. Where are those thousands of people? Nasaan na? Wala na. Why? They followed Christ only hanggang dun lang sa up to Gethsemane lang po. Hanggang dun lang sa parte yun. Ayaw nilang mag-extend ng level of commitment. Kasi ayaw nila ng pain, ayaw ng suffering, ayaw ng sacrifice, ayaw ng word na sacrifice. Ayaw, at ayaw. But it couldn't be so. Hindi po uubra. Why? Matthew 16:24. Then Jesus said to his disciple, if anyone desires, take note the word desires, to come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. If you want to be a disciple of Christ, you must be a disciple of Christ first. Sabi ng Lord, anyone who desires to follow me, sa New King James, sa NIV, if you want to be my disciples, doon tayo sa, if you desire to follow me. In other words, ang pagsunod sa Lord po, nandun dapat yung desire mo na maging disciple. Desire mo na sumunod sa Kanya at your own free will na talagang gusto mo sumunod. Hindi ka pinilit talaga. Yun po ang nagiging tunay na disciples. Hindi tinulak. Gusto ko maging disciple ng Lord. And second, deny yourself. What does Christ mean to deny yourself? To deny yourself means, number one, to deny our selfish desires, selfish interests, and selfish ambitions. Or to deny anything that might hinder your call to discipleship. Ano man yung makakapigil sa pagiging disciple mo, maging ambition mo yan, desire mo yan, ay kaya mong i-deny alang-alang sa pagiging disciple mo. Dapat kaya mo, my friend.